Hi, and welcome to my presentation. This is a proposal for Country Club Service, which is an auto repair shop located in Endwell, New York. So Country Club Service, the problem that you're faced with right now is that you're not bringing in a lot of new customers, so you're really missing out on a lot of potential business. What this means is that there's a great opportunity for you to expand your customer base, to book more appointments, to increase your business, and to ultimately make more money. And a great way to do this is by having an online website for your business. So you currently don't have any website for the shop. I did a quick Google search of auto repair Endwell, New York, and noticed that there's a lot of competition, and a lot of these other businesses do have websites. So that puts them at an advantage over you, because if somebody is searching online to try to find an auto repair shop, they can get more information about these websites or about these shops that have websites. So what I've done is created a demo of a website with a lot of the features that you can use. This website is multimedia, it's interactive, and we'll walk through the different features on the site, but everything's sort of built with the intent to draw in potential customers, to maintain a relationship with your customers, to keep them coming back, to again get more appointments, make more money. So we're on the home page now, and on the home page it's very simple. You want to welcome your visitors, tell them quickly who you are and what you do. Let site visitors quickly get your hours, location, and contact information. I've also included a section for promotions, and these can be really whatever you'd like, but it's a great way to grab a first-time customer by offering a deal and then promoting the website, of course. So you can customize this any way you want. Maybe you want them to print a coupon, maybe you want them to enter their email address, but again, it's just a quick way to get a new customer by using a monthly promotion. I've also included a section for customer reviews. So this is great because customers believe other customers. So you can set this up in different ways as well. This simple one sort of sends the review. A customer can leave a review and it sends a notification to a website that you would have to check, and you'd be able to publish or not publish the customer review. And there's other things that you can do. Maybe you want to use an app that pulls in customer reviews from sites like Yelp that might come off as a little bit more authentic to a site visitor. Another feature that we have is a chat feature down here in the corner, and there's two different settings for this. Of course, online, a site visitor would be able to open it up and immediately chat with you. So you can, of course, have to maintain this, and you can say when you're online and get back to a customer quickly. If you're not online, you can see that they can leave their email address and send you an email, which you can then return. Now, the best part about the chat feature too is if you are quickly answering a question and that question leads to the person needing to bring their car in for a service, you can easily book an appointment, and the whole purpose is to get them into the shop. So it's a really great tool. Now, before we move on, I'm just going to reload the page quickly so I can show you another option, another feature that's available to you, and that's a pop-up box. So again, this is another thing that can be absolutely customized, but it's a great opportunity for you to make a connection with a site visitor. You could capture an email address in here to use for future marketing. You can upgrade this and do different things with it. Maybe make it pop up before a visitor leaves the site versus right when a visitor logs in, to try to give them one more lasting impression about you. So I'm going to go ahead and close out of that and move on to the About Us section. So this is a really simple section that will give a little bit of information about you, the owner, and your employees. And what this does is it helps build trust, because it shows who you are and lets the site visitor know what to expect. So building that trust can help grow the relationship with the customer and should result in return business. So moving right along, the next section is about the services that you offer. So what you want to include on this page is just the information that lets the site visitor know that you can do the job that they need to have done. They'll be able to quickly see the different things that you offer and the things that you can take care of for them. You can add a little bit more information about the services that you do, and since you do have one of the best labor rates in the area, it's a good section to highlight that as well. Now we're going to move on to some more exciting sections of the website. And one of the best things that you can use this website for is to allow site visitors to request an appointment online versus having to call. So we know there's a lot of people who don't like to call to set up appointments, and there's also a lot of people who can't. They don't have time to call during normal business hours. So this gives everybody an opportunity to still request an appointment. It should make everybody's lives a little bit easier. And so there's just a simple form here that you can certainly customize to gather the information that you need in order to be able to book an appointment. You could require phone number or email address in order to get back and confirm the appointment. You can even set it up so that there's email confirmation after they submit the form, and maybe a reminder that goes out by email 24 hours before the appointment, things like that. So I've also included on here a calendar, and this is just a simple calendar, but ultimately it would be great to tie this into the calendar that you use to book your appointments, so that way customers can see exactly when time slots are available, and that should make it easier on the customer to find an appointment slot that works for them, and it makes it easier on you because they know what's already available or not available when they go to book the appointment. So the next section that we have is for customer education, and I think that this is a really cool section. So what you're doing on this page is that you're really building that relationship and building that trust with a customer or potential customer. So you want people to start seeing the shop, start seeing Country Club Service, you and your employees, as the go-to for all of their vehicle maintenance, including simple concerns. So since you're trying to educate customers on this page, they might be less likely to think you're trying to take advantage of them, as so many auto repair customers, tend to think. But I have two parts on this section. The first is YouTube videos. And you can really use any type of video platform, but what I have here is placeholders, but you would want to create your own videos, like how-to videos, checking the oil levels, tire pressures, changing the tire, featuring you and your employees to help customers do these things themselves. So the other part, as you can see, is an FAQ section. So you'd want to use some of the questions that you're asked all the time by your customers and put that information out front for customers to find, for web browsers to find. So with most of these questions, you want to think about how the answer might relate to getting the customer in for a service. And so you can, definitely jazz up this section and make it look a little cleaner in a few different ways. You could have the questions at the top, then drop down to the answers. You could even have the answer appear under the question once it's clicked. But the organization of this page will really depend on how much information you want to include. So we'll move on to one of the most intricate parts of the site. And the part that I've not developed yet, which is called the Customer Center. So the idea of the Customer Center is that customers would have to log into this portion of the site. And so they'd have their own personalized account once they log in. So for the account, what would be included is, all of the vehicle information. So manufacturer's recommendation, service history, upcoming maintenance that needs to be scheduled, the previous bills, et cetera, as you see helpful for your customer. So you can have accounts manage multiple vehicles, and really customize this the way that you see would be most beneficial. And you definitely want to capture email address and, possibly phone number, because you can use that for future marketing. So what's great about the idea of the Customer Center is that customers will come to rely on that information and are more and more likely to come back for all of their services because it's all sort of neat and tidy in one place. Additionally, you will know when services are due and can remind the customer. So you could even, set standing appointments with customers, and that someone, always gets their oil changed on the first Monday of every month at 10 a.m. You could even make recommendations for customers to keep their cars in their best shape. But essentially, this section should really help create customer loyalty. So because you've collected email information from the website in different ways, you want to use that to reach out to your customers. So this is a great opportunity to use that website to collect that information and create and store these in a database. So some of the different things that you can do with these, communications wise. So all of these communications are really being used to strengthen the customer relationship and create loyalty and bring people in for more services. And of course, hope that they would also advertise word of mouth and, continue to help you expand your customer base. With your website too, you can use boosting tools and promote it in different ways so that you get better returns in search engines, that you show up in all the great directories, and basically get more of a presence of your website when people are searching. What's great too is you can use, Google Analytics or other tools that help measure the traffic on the site. So you can see who's visiting your site, what hours of the day that they're using it, which sections of the website, how long they're spending on each section. And it'll help you understand your site visitors better and what's working and what's not working. And I just want to wrap up by hitting all of the benefits of having the website and the ability to collect data and market yourself will result in. So, increased customer loyalty because you're constantly strengthening the relationship through the various features and functionality. Increased customer base because you're easy to find online. It's easy to book an appointment, and you're building a relationship right off the bat with the information that you provide to connect with the customer. And easier scheduling of appointments. This is good because you'll likely see an increase in appointments. The use of a calendar and the online schedule, even having standing appointments, will make it easy for you to fill up your schedule. Also, with a website, you get complete control over the content that's displayed. You can customize everything as you see fit. Once the website is built, the maintenance is really minimal. Updating the promotions, approving customer reviews, responding to appointment requests. The most maintenance will be for the customer center, which would require an organized database of customer information. But the cost of the website can be minimal. The time, will sort of even itself out, with all the other things that you had been doing because the process is now easier. And you can start to measure the effect of the website a few different ways. You can see how many people are taking advantage of promotions, signing up for accounts, scheduling online, and even just finding the site. And so as you start to build your customer database, you will be able to track new customers as they come in. And after a few months, you can really start to measure an increase in sales. So I hope that you see the benefit of having a website to help solve your problem of bringing in new customers and expanding your business.